everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm really happy to have you here today. If you're learning English and you enjoy sports, today's episode is going to be especially interesting for you. Have you ever watched a football match and wondered how professional players can make decisions so quickly? A player receives the ball. A defender is running toward him. A teammate is moving into space. The crowd is shouting. And in just 1 or 2 seconds, the player has to decide what to do. Pass? Shoot? Dribble? Or keep the ball? It sounds incredibly difficult. But for professional footballers, making these decisions is part of the game. So today, we're going to take a closer look at something we don't normally see on the football field. The footballer's brain. We'll talk about how players process information, how experience helps them make faster decisions, how they deal with pressure, and whether the brain can actually be trained. So, grab a cup of coffee, relax, and let's get started. When we think about football training, we usually imagine players running, lifting weights, practicing passes, and shooting at the goal. Of course, physical fitness is extremely important. But football is not just a physical game. It's also a mental game. A professional player has to process a huge amount of information in a very short time. Where are my teammates? Where are the defenders? Where is the empty space? Who is moving? What might happen next? The player doesn't have time to stop and think about every question. The brain has to process all this information almost immediately. That's one reason why professional football can look so effortless when you're watching it. What looks simple on television may actually involve a very complicated decision inside the player's mind. Let's imagine you're a midfielder. You're about to receive the ball. A less experienced player might focus completely on the ball, but an experienced player does something different. Before the ball arrives, they look around. Before the ball arrives, they look around. They quickly check both sides. They look behind them. They notice the position of the defenders. They also notice where their teammates are moving. This gives them a picture of the situation before. They even touch the ball, and when the ball finally arrives, they already have a plan. This is called awareness. It's the ability to understand what's happening around you and react to it quickly. Great players seem to have more time because they understand the situation earlier. They aren't actually moving in slow motion. Their brains are simply one step ahead. So, how do players develop this ability? One important answer is experience. Professional players have seen thousands of football situations. They have seen defenders pressing them. They have received the ball with someone behind them. They have experienced counterattacks, crowded penalty areas, and difficult moments. The more they experience these situations, the easier it becomes for their brains to recognize them. It's similar to learning a language. When you first learn English, you may translate every sentence in your head. But after practicing for a long time, some sentences become automatic. Football can work in a similar way. Experienced players don't need to consciously analyze every detail. Their brains recognize familiar patterns and help them react quickly.